Hello, my name is Brian. This is Football Manager 22, and we're back in Salisbury, visiting the club vision screen. Real quick to start, everything is good from this perspective. We have achieved the goal of not being relegated. The goal of actually getting promoted, harder to say. We got through that hot streak, and we carried it, ignoring road losses to Blackburn and Stoke. Burnley is where we picked up, was our last game, that dominating performance. And this was supposed to be the tough month, and we dominated Watford. You'd think off of the back of those two performances we would just cruised from the top position into promotion. Not so, unfortunately. A home win over Charlton, but then Barnsley on the road, top two team, 0-1. Fine. We got revenge on Blackburn here, 2-0 on the road, and a win against Wimbledon. And this is where things went sideways. At this point, Messon re-injured his knee, and we tried to get the previous loanee we'd brought in before to cover for him, but he wasn't interested for whatever reason, despite the fact that he wasn't playing for Tottenham. So I don't know why he wouldn't come back. It was frustrating. Tottenham agreed. He personally shot it down. The injury happened too fast that we couldn't get anyone in for this Cardiff game, so we had to start Gareth Jones, and he was terrified and terrible. So that was bad. At that point, we did loan in two different transfer loaned keepers, and we beat a bad Ipswich team 3-0. Unfortunately, Josh Button had a much worse second game on the road, Bristol City. They are a good team, not a great team. Beat us 4-1. And then this last game, oh my. We switched to the other keeper, loan in, João Renato. And it was a 0-0 draw. But it was the sort of 0-0 draw that you're just like, how does that happen? We post an XG of 2.71, just 24 shots, 10 on target. We had 11 corners. They committed 22 fouls, so we had a ton of set pieces. Dominated possession 62-38, 90% passes completed. We had a penalty that Sepkauskas managed to get saved. Like, I gotta show you that in the game real quick. It looks like they even might have been down a man in the last stoppage time, which they're just bunkering on us. Where is watch goals? Ha ha ha! Good jokes. Watch extended highlights. Just to show you the heartbreak here right at the end. This is it. Gossage goes up to Green, plays it up back to McLean, into Gossage, up to Brian Waugh. Played back to Brian Waugh. Out to Faustic, heads it in. Ugh. They save it, tipping it in neutral space. Mihailev charges, has it, and kicks it off the post. Yeah, so, that was great. Great. So, we have dropped to third place because of that. 2 points back from Barnsley, 4 points back from Burnley. We all have 2 games remaining. Ours are against Crystal Palace on the road and Reading at home. One other issue is that Sama Diallo is gone, our other left winger. So we lost McNally to Hamburg and Diallo to Fulham. 11.5 was his release clause. It was, I don't know. It's a kind of funny transfer because Fulham is in 18th in the EPL. So right now they're going down. So, he certainly had a sell-on fee. So he made some money, and he's making a little more, but not much more than we were paying him. So I hope the raise was worth it to get demoted. But that left a gaping hole on our left side. We've tried to patch it by playing Uda there a little, as well as Monroe. But what we did is we loaned in Ferreira, a 33-year-old, but he's still got good pace. I was playing in the Brazilian leagues. He seemed close enough to being acceptable via work permit. It's hard to say, man. And I just, I don't want to doom myself when no one else has to play by these rules. So it seemed fair to bring him in, play left wing. So yeah. Esteban Aguilar, David Sauchek are both transfers in, coming soon. And then also Arif Zabibi from Syria, 17 caps at just 19 years old, potential left back for the future. So happy with that signing. But yeah, so we have this game against Crystal Palace, and we really need the full 3 points. Barnsley does have Charlton, which is not looking like a tough game. Burnley has a very tough Watford team in 4th place. So we need this road win badly. And Messin is technically not at full fitness, but obviously we're going to play him. We'll back up with Renato. Uda up top. Ferreira, Mihalev. Sure. We're looking to sell Crook. We can get $500,000 from the Red Bulls. Happy about that. I don't think he has much of a future. He's all pace and no skill. And yeah, let's get some points and give ourselves a chance to have one more video this season, and that's it. As opposed to a host of videos to cover the playoff. Wasn't very motivating, Phil. You gotta actually motivate the boys. Come on. Udall started off playing back to Torres, Green, Torres, goes up to Doyle, turns, fires it out to Fausick on the edge. Fausick will bring it up. Can he beat the man? Doesn't think he can. Plays it back to Doyle. Doyle will lump it forward to Fausick, but no one's home. Played it way too far, out of bounds. Possession over to Crystal Palace. It looks like they're playing a 4-2-3-1. Not exactly surprising. Colwell up to Ali, into Raffia. Raffia now marked by Torres, charging back with him. Muddled mess right in front of the box. Ball gets kicked out, and they try to recirculate. They play it into Branois, who heads it free. We start the break the other way, and we lose contact with what is happening in the game. We've had no shots still. That's disappointing. Colwell plays it out to Ali. Plays it up to Van Axel Dongen. Yeesh, that's a lot of name. Ali lumps it forward to Wang Jian. And we do the same, looking for Uda, but he can't get his foot on it either. It's not in their instructions to do that. I wish they wouldn't. Like, if Uda's standing there trying to break the trap, maybe consider it, but so often they'll do it when he's so far back. And then, Uda just kind of empties a pass into the middle of nowhere there. Alright, Mihalev can't control his dribble, gets easily intercepted there. They play back to Williams, bombs it forward. Our guys kind of lose control, not control, but vision of it. Messin on a bad knee with a good diving save to make it a corner. Wrong-footed taker for Raffia here. Ball goes out. Unfortunately, Uda does not press hard enough to get it. I just don't know why Fausick isn't the one going out there. Instead, it's Ferreira, but he does dispossess him and give us the ball. And we will restart with Messin playing out to Cumming, who lumps it forward to Uda. Just... I don't understand. I'm not seeing this immense pressure that Cumming is, that he feels the need to just kick it as hard as he can at Uda. instead of finding a wing back. Finds Ferreira. Looked like he was going to get it on his foot there, but then we cut away. Let's encourage the boys. See if a bit of motivation helps. Not liking how it hasn't lit up yet. That's always scary. Cooper up to Raffia. Turns, looks, plays it to Klaus. Fausick runs with Klaus, cuts him back. He plays it back to Ferreira. Ferreira intercepts. And Ferreira just lumps it forward. Luckily, Fausick does have the pace to get there. Their guy kind of drifts off. The cross goes astray, but their header comes out to Gasic. Plays up to Mihalev. Mihalev trying to create a step, doesn't get one. Back to Gasic. Mihalev into Uda. Uda off the keeper. Out of play. We'll take a corner. Mihalev wrong-footed here. Gets played right back out to him. Well, out to the out of bounds near him. We'll take the throw in. I think at the half I'm going to drop the tempo in our game. I'm just not loving our decision making. We're just going too fast. Doesn't make any sense. Ferreira, Uda, Mihalev. Please let it count. Good stuff. Okay. That's good. We have a space to breathe. And it looks like Barnsley is still on a draw, since there's a 2-point differential there. And that gives us a 1-point lead as things stand. For second place, obviously, we still trail for first. Taking the dressing room. Happy. Keep it up. Everyone's motivated by that. Yeah. McGinn out to Van Axel Dongen. Played back to their wing back and then back to their center back, who slowly brings up, plays up to Raffia, out to Ali. Gasic intercepts and will start dribbling it up on his own. Okay, so over on the other side, actually Barnsley is losing to Charlton. Come on, Charlton. And Burnley and Watford are in a 0-0 draw. Okay. 55th minute, Klaus will throw in for them. Looks like Doyle comes up on the man. Perez, Ferreira's running between them. Ferreira's trying to press him against the sideline. Makes him play it back to Klaus into Cooper. Plays it forward, finds Wang Jian. Messin, not sure he needed to extend and tip it out, but he does anyways just to be safe. They will take the corner. Correct footed this time with Raffia. Doesn't really matter. We have Torres and Cumming just in there. Hopefully we repeat the performance as we headed out that time pretty easily. Right into the middle. They're trying to beat my 6'8" man. That's not going to happen. Perez up to Raffia. Back to Perez. Into the middle. Torres intercepts. Back to Gasic. Dangerous pass into Messin. Luckily not intercepted. And we get it out. Alright, some sort of reset. Oh, God, not again. Why? Why do they do that? I mean, it was better this time, but it still gave up a goal. Like, everyone's running off. Everyone's running off. You just play this direct line that gets intercepted again. There's a guy there. Fuck. We've seen that before. Dear Lord. Why? I don't know. I need to, look into set piece options and, I don't know. Hey, if it's... Alright, Torres, please. Oh, thank you, Fabio. Fabio breathing more life into me. But yeah, I need to look into the settings. Okay, if we have a set piece from our box, do not play a low ball into the middle. Don't do that. That's bad. I don't think I got that much control, but all right. Let's stuff the middle up with better defensive 9, 10, 10, 12, 12, 12. Okay, so let us cut out Green and Doyle, who are our attacking center mids, and bring in a pair of defensive center mids in Bell and McLean. In fact, let's drop him to support from attack. Better fits him. Who else is starting out? Fausik's got a bit of a gas tank issue, also on a yellow card. That's fine. Perfect opportunity to bring in Bruman. Okay. Ball in. Messin saves it. Plays out to Brian Waugh. Up to Fausik. Back to Brian Waugh. Fausik. Yep. Turn. Look. Take your time. Take your time and make a good pass. Don't take your time and just tap it right to the opposition. Okay. Yep. Nope. Slowly lower tempo. Calm it down. Imam at forward. We still have a 6'8" giant there. Played it up to Uda. Ferreira's got a step. Unfortunately, Ferreira decides to try and lay it forward for Bell, who is no longer making that sort of... Well, he's not as good as Green. He's not as fast as Green. He's right now not being told to make those sort of runs. And Ferreira looked like he had a step. He should have just dribbled it in himself. Very frustrating to see my players play so sillily, basically. And apparently Uda was offsides there. And we immediately pick up. Ball comes back our way because it's headed up to Ferreira, back to Brian Waugh, played back to Messin. Of random note, Cumming is wearing the armband today. Berman plays a dangerous pass into McLean. Yep, just pass it back to Brian Waugh. They're not going to pressure him, then just pass it back. Nice, clean, safe passes. That was a little more dangerous, but fine. Milhev back to Bell. Sure, to Gasic. Plays it forward, finds Bruman, breaking through on the other side. Bruman, left foot's across, headed into Williams. Decent pace for top of the box, but how many times is a header from the top of the box going to beat someone? Van Axel Dongen. Oh, no one's guarding him. Beautiful diving save from Messin. Thank goodness he's back. The repeated knee injury scares me going forward. Also, if Messin makes another good save. If Viljami Sinisalo wasn't a good enough keeper, I don't think Messin has developed past his skills. So, okay, we gotta... just keep dropping back. In this case, we'll go so far as to drop McLean back and kind of invert our 4-3-3. No, he's on DML. Fun, you will be the deep line playmaker support. Yep. (94) or 90 plus 4. Let's look like this will be the last action of the game. Please don't let Ali turn and start that into the goal. Okay. And so we escape. We escape because that's what that was. We only had 6 shot attempts. They had 14. This is kind of justice, and some karmic justice for the last game, where we didn't deserve to lose, or didn't deserve the draw, but ended up taking the draw. And this one, we didn't really deserve to win, but we managed to grab it anyways, so it kind of balances out. Let's take a look at the overall standings. It looks like Watford beat Burnley, and Charlton beat Barnsley, so we now are back in control of our destiny, head into the last game of the year. Burnley leads us by 1 point, and we lead Barnsley by 1 point. Obviously, the 2 automatic spots will be contested between our 3 teams. The losingest of these three teams gets dropped into the promotion playoff with Watford and Nottingham Forest for sure, and then either Burton or Crystal Palace. So we have a home game to finish off. It's against Reading, so that's a positive home game. Reading is a decent team, but doesn't in particular have anything to play for, as they are just locked to the mid-table. It's one of these times where, like the old sumo competitions, you just kind of, at least in our perspective, just kind of wish we could engage in a little collusion. Like, hey, what can we do, Reading, for you to roll over and die? Burnley has a road trip to Ipswich. They're in 18th, and in my particular view, not a particularly good team. They also do not have anything to play for, as they are well clear of relegation with one game to play. It is a road trip, so maybe that'll catch them up. And Barnsley has a home game against Hull. They're in 15th, and they will also have nothing to play for, other than pride. Pride matters. So yes, thank you so much for joining me. I will probably be recording the next video right after this one. Well, a few minute break to get to the next game. I will be putting this one up my time sometime Tuesday, and then the next one Wednesday, and then hopefully that's the last one for the game year. And if not, well, then we'll have some playoff videos. How exciting. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd love to hear from you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will be back with another video in just another day. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.